Marlys Zill has come to Truly Tropical for the first time. So we're really happy that she was able to be here today, and she's got a lot of great stories to tell.
Okay. You want to hear stories about the old Zill nursery?
That
is
great.
No longer there, and how all of us Zill children participated in the mango picking and packing and selling and all of that.
Yeah, your father's business, he had all the kids working like when they're still in diapers practically, right?
Practically. I just never remember a summer when I got out of school and I didn't have to work and it was hot. And some of my favorite memories, though, are of working, because that's all us Zill kids ever did was work. We didn't learn how to play golf or tennis or any of those sports. Our sport was picking mangoes and packing mangoes and putting the lugs together. And I can remember leaving the house in the morning as a kid, and none of us liked to wear shoes, so we'd go barefooted and we'd go down in the back, and it was in the back, it was close to the railroad tracks, you could hear the trains coming by, and we'd all have to walk on the hot sand in the middle of the day and go through the sand spurs. But we found out that if you stepped in the middle of a sand spur patch, you wouldn't get the burrs on you, you know. So we'd hop from one to another and go down in the back, and that's where we did the packing. It's where the trees were also, and we all had to weed and do those kind of tasks. Gary would climb the trees that got too big for our pickers to reach the fruit. And Gary's my younger brother, and he would climb up there and throw them down to Gail and I, my sister and Walter, and then we'd put them in a 7-gallon bucket full of water. It was generally on the flatbed truck, so we didn't have to lift the heavy bucket on the flatbed. And we'd fill the truck up, and then we'd drive it down to the not the potting shed, but the packing shed. And it was a shed. It was a makeshift deal, but it had some concrete blocks on it. And there we would sort the mangoes. We would sort the green ones and send the ripe ones up to my mom, who would sell them underneath this big spreading Springfield tree by the house. And she enjoyed that, and the people would come every single day except Saturday and buy mangoes from her. And she had her regulars, and she'd save certain ones, as you know, because you sell the mangoes here, you know, for certain people, because that's the ones they would want. And the rest of them we'd pack. We'd sort them for size. And usually a Zill mango, it's a smaller, you could get 16 in a lug. And Hayden's and Kit, we could get fewer, of course, because they were bigger. And we'd have the lugs made up ahead of time. And we'd use Excelsior in them as a cushion, so to speak. Put the Excelsior, and that's like wood shavings, in the bottom, and then put them in between each mango, and put them in the truck, pack the lugs and put them in the truck, and Daddy would take them either to Delray and later on to Pompano. And it was what us kids did all summer long.
So, how many varieties would you pick and pack?
Oh my, we had a carry row, and we would not ship carries. Mother would generally sell the carry mangoes because they are too soft and don't travel well. But we did a lot of Hayden's, we did a lot of Kit, we did Tommy Atkins. It was a very popular mango to ship, even though the taste is a lot less desirable. And we had a few new varieties, but those were the main ones that we shipped.
Well, that sounds good. So with picking and packing and working in the grove, did that stop when you got married, or how long did you do that?
It definitely stopped when we got married. Either I got married or it stopped when I went to college. But it was always something that we did in the summer. I don't ever remember a summer, even when I was pregnant with my son, that I didn't work in the nursery. I mean, every single summer I would work in the nursery and then go to school or do whatever. When I went to business college, of course, I got married after that. I didn't work anymore in the nursery after I got married. And you know, when you're a young girl, you want to get away from sweating all day long, which is what you do in the summertime in the mango grove.
Yep.
And so I was sort of glad when I was married and didn't have to do that anymore and did my bookkeeping inside in the AC. But I missed it, and I'm glad to be back in it now.
Oh, great. And so you now have a business of shipping plants.
I do. I will ship plants, and I will ship fruit in the summertime when they're available.
So people can just find you on your website and order on the website, right?
Yes. Yes, I haven't set up the website yet, but I plan on doing that shortly. And Truly Tropical will certainly have it, and my phone number, etc. So anybody can order whenever they like.
Oh, great.